what else we can talk about today? We're going to talk about our skills that we do. We're going to talk about some safety things. We're going to show you how to pick up the bike. We're going to show you some of the techniques we use, because how many of you here have ever been stopped by one of us on a police motorcycle? We got one volunteer. I mean, one. Okay, two. Okay, good. Well, that's a good thing, because you always want to see them in front of you, like you are now. The motorcycle's in front of you. Because if they're behind you, then it usually means you're naughty, right? We don't want that, because then I have to write. My pen runs out of ink. Come on over. We're over here. We're waving. Who do we need? Rick. Didn't we have Rick yesterday again? Rich. Over here. We got reservations for 2 up there. All right, so let's do a little Springer. I'm going to walk in the crowd here. All right, now, I got a better view from up here. I can see everything. Sir, sorry about that. You live? All right. We don't have bullets in our guns anyway, don't worry about it. Budget cuts. All right, so some of the things we're going to talk about. Rich? Hi, Rich. How we doing? You're here for karaoke? Come on in. Yeah. All right, so where were we? Oh, yeah, demonstration, stuff we're going to do today. We're going to do a lot of stuff out here. They're going to show you the skills we use. We're not, like I said, we're not a team. We don't go out and we do this stuff all the time. This is one of the few times of the year we're all together at once. Usually we're all by ourselves looking for the bad guys out there, the naughty ones. Sir, do you have a question, or are you volunteering to be a bad guy? Oh, yeah, okay. All right, Santa knows who you are. All righty.
We sneak up back there.
Ken, sit down.
So we use these every day in enforcement purposes. You know, that car out there is, well, that's my car too. Yeah, I know. I got a car and a motorcycle. But normally we use these call them tools for enforcement, right? And those are our observation platforms. Does that sound official? That we use to look for bad guys. And I'll tell you the truth, you know, because the first thing adults ask, how fast can I really go on the freeway? And I have the secret. My bond book in there says 1 mile an hour over is $186. So just keep that in mind on the freeway. Just keep that in mind. And I stopped a lady last week who said that she knew the law and she could go 5 miles an hour over the speed limit. Her driver instructor told her that. And I didn't know that. I must have been sick that day when they cut that. But most of the motorcycles are equipped with radar, moving radar, so we can see you coming towards us, coming up behind us, going away from us in either direction for about a mile. All right? Keep that in mind. And then on the right side of the motorcycles, you see a little holster on some of them with a little device in there. That's a laser device. That we use to shoot down. We observe. See, he's holding it out there. We use that to also look for speeders. That gives us. You know how lasers work. You just put the dot on the vehicle, and it tells you. It's almost dummy-proof. That's why we have them. Can't mess that up. And another thing we use is VASCAR, which is a little math thing that distance divided by time equals speed. Some of you guys get that from the aircraft. Everybody ever get an aircraft ticket here? Yeah, people get mad when that happens. They throw their radar detectors and it's like, we didn't use radar, dude. And they're mad. Oh yeah, they get angry. They say naughty words sometimes to us. Yes. I get offended by that. They have a little tear and stuff, but that's what we use. So we drive around. People don't see us because you know how it is when you ride a motorcycle. You're almost invisible to some people, so you have to be careful. It's the same thing with us. Bright blue motorcycles. We got the cool helmets, the badges. On that motorcycle it says State Trooper 6 times. Yet there's people who don't see us. Flick their cigarette at us. You know, maybe a beer can or 2 off the windshield. And they pull out in front of you. The deer can't read. They'll jump out in front of you. So you guys got to be careful. Always be careful. Look out for the other guy. All right. So we're going to talk about safety stuff. Now, we ride these. This year they gave us hand warmers. Anybody here have hand warmers? Aren't they nice? those are nice. That extends our driving, because when you ride in the cold, we can't write. It's hard to write tickets. So it's like a pen defroster. Yeah, yeah. So you got to be careful. But the pen still freezes up sometimes. So yeah, I know you're all upset about that. But in the bags, you might ask what's in the bags. Well, in the bags, there's tickets. We get one book of warnings a year, so we have to use those once in a while. That soaks up the coffee decibels. And you got the rain gear, the fusies, you got the first aid kits, the tool kits.
Ignore it.
We've got radios in there. We've got, for me, over 40, I have to have my little reading glasses in there. Yeah. You gotta have the cell phone. You have to have, you have to have your little water bottle. So it stacks up quickly. And now they want to add more stuff in there. And so we're gonna have a trailer. So next year we'll be doing this with a trailer, maybe. All right? We'll see that, huh? So that's the kind of stuff that we carry with us. So there's lots of stuff. That's why it's like 950 pounds. When it tips over, sometimes it tends to be top heavy with all that stuff in there. Some of us carry our leather jackets wherever we go. And it gets heavy. But we'll show you how to pick it up. Now, in front of you, you see a massive cones that you guys watched them with the tape measures. And these cones are, they jump up and they can get you sometimes. These we use as training barriers, let's say an obstacle. Because you don't want to hit anything. Because you hate to have a nun cross the street in front of you and you hit them. They tend to frown upon that. There's paperwork involved. So maybe that's a curb or a nun or a little kid on a bicycle walking across the street. So we got to be able to turn around quickly. Now the circle there is about 18 feet across. And that's about the width, if you want to try this at home. Not here, don't try this at home. All right? You guys are thinking about this. Oh, I'm going to try this at home. If you look at a standard, you see the standard parking stalls there. From one line to the next is about, 9 feet. So if you take 2 parking stalls, it's about 18 feet width. You should be able, let me think, I don't know, you should be able to, but you can make a 360-degree turn between those 3 lines, actually, okay? So if you do it at home, you're going to go to the Walmart, and theirs are going to be like 14 feet, and you're going to tip. And you're going to go, what? Galvin told me it was 18 feet. No, sometimes they're a little narrow, so just be careful. Who are we waving at now? Sandy? Sandy and Ron, come on over, we're waiting for you up here. We've been holding up the show.